Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Gelmig here, and today I am looking at the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner figure, part of the Blackest Nightwave from Mcfarlane Toys, and I am excited for this figure in particular. I love the Green Lanterns. Does it hold up? We shall see in this review, so stay tuned. And Kyle Rayner, I know, a very highly anticipated figure of this wave. You know, Kyle being very much a fan favorite among the Green Lanterns. Does his figure hold up? In many ways, yes. In many ways, not so much. So let's start with the accessories. And he actually has some other than the torso of Atrocitus. So that's nice. Comes with the DC display stand. Nice artwork. I like the comic-based artworks. You can kind of see Larfleeze. Give us Larfleeze, please. The symbol is not the same, but you know, I'm okay with it. If you want. He comes with two constructs, and I say constructs. One of them is a sword. Very nicely done sword, very large, comical, just exactly what Kyle Rayner would probably make. It's made of this bright green, translucent plastic. Something I wish though was that they made it the same color as the other lantern accessories. Here you can see Hal Jordan's accessory. Very nice emerald green, very bright green. It's very different. You can't mix and match. You can technically. I mean, stretch of the imagination, but you can't mix and match as well as you would like. Although not so bad. I'm glad to have a nice accessory with Kyle Rayner that fits his character. So if you were not getting him for a Green Lantern theme, you wouldn't be disappointed. It looks nice, and it matches his green, so that's good enough. Does fit into the hand nicely, holds it up very well, and he also comes with a lantern, which actually looks really nice. My only gripe is, and one thing is, I'm so glad we're finally getting lanterns with our Green Lanterns. It didn't come with John Stewart, it didn't come with Hal Jordan, but I'm glad we're finally getting it with Kyle Rayner, and it looks really nice. And one thing is, why is it clear? You can easily paint it, but why is it clear? Again, I get that it's same factory probably, but shouldn't the lantern be like a solid color? Not a fan of that. And it's not symmetrical, which, you know, design-wise, not a big deal. To me, it's just, why is it clear? That's the only issue. So that's great. Let's move on to the details of the figure. His neck looks really big. His head doesn't look proportional to his neck. Oh my god, and look how white his face is compared to his neck. It looks like he has powder on, like really heavy powder. Looks like the Joker. It's a nice mask, I guess, going for him. His body's very textured. His sculpt, the body is sculpted down from here down. For the most part, it's really nice. It's just that the head is very throwing me off. The expression I don't mind, you know. Kyle Rayner is a very happy-go-lucky guy, so I don't mind his expression. It actually adds to a lot of his posing. You know, having that smirk is nice. It's just his neck is kind of weird. It's kind of throwing me off. The rest of his figure, it's a bit more of a lime green than it's coming out on camera. It looks like a very nice emerald green on camera, but it's more of a yellowish green in real life, which I'm not that big of a fan of. You can see the texture everywhere though, that's just really cool. Getting that spandex look, except for the gloves, which is good. You know, you have his abs. It's a very straightforward figure. You have the texture all the way to the boot. The boot is a very nice, again, yellowish green, more lime green than it is coming out on camera, but it's not so bad. You have the Green Lantern ring, nicely sculpted enough for such a small figure, and painted too as well. His wrist is a different color, different white, so that throws me off. That's not very nice. But otherwise, sculpt-wise, he looks cool. Color-wise, leaves a little bit to be desired. I really wish we could have more of a deeper green like You can see the difference between the John Stewart Green Lantern green and the Kyle Rayner green. So I'm not a fan of that. It doesn't look like they're from the same team. But the logo is tampoed on very, very nicely. And I feel like Mcfarlane is known for sculpting their logos. I feel like maybe this might be hopeful thinking, or should I say wishful thinking. Oh, I realized there's no... Okay, so this is differently sculpted. It's not textured. But this might be wishful thinking. They're preparing themselves for a White Lantern, Kyle Rayner, with this buck. Hopefully. Fix the head a little bit, but not so bad. You can see the hair, by the way, it's attached to. It's messy hair. So in terms of looks, if you look for a Kyle Rayner for your shelf, this does the job. If you're looking to fill your Green Lantern shelf, first, he does not necessarily fit in because of his color, but yeah, you can fudge your imagination a little bit. How does he move, though? Oh, okay, I guess I pushed the neck a little too far. You can see the hair is kind of weird as well. Not so much. I guess he just has long hair. Up, not so much. Down, a lot more so. You can see it's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird look from this side. He can focus. He can break his neck. He does not bend forward. He does bend a lot further back. Arms are not hindered by anything. Got the bicep swivel. Got the double jointed elbows, which look nice. Gotta point it out every time with Mcfarlane Toys. It doesn't have that garish hole. Mcfarlane joint in the arms, but they're not circles. They're not pure circles. They're actually like sculpted. You can see sculpted a little bit, which is nice. It's just a different color. As I've mentioned before, he can kick that far forward. Goes out to the side a little bit. Back is hindered by his butt. No thigh swivel. Legs go up about that far. And I actually like these joints. These are some of the most seamless joints that they've done so far. Goes all the way back, all the way forward, and does anything you want to do. It does break the sculpt a little bit when you move it back, but I mean, these are nice joints. I like it. I like it. Those. So in terms of articulation, it's very standard. It's very standard in terms of Mcfarlane. It could be better, but it also could be a lot worse. Time for comparisons. Comparing him to the old DC Direct Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, you can see he does stand a lot taller and broader than Kyle Rayner, although I believe this is sort of standard for back in the day, skinnier. But you can see the difference in the green of this one is so much nicer than the green of this one. And the head is not as weirdly proportioned to the body. It still kind of is, actually. Yeah, it kind of is. The mask it's a different design, and I do like this one better. It's more comic accurate than this one, but I don't mind this one as well. It's just when you stand them side by side that you see the difference. You can see taken from the same source. This ring is a lot nicer than this dot. But yeah, do I have a preference? I still think I prefer this figure because of the green. That's really what wins it for me. Beside two Mcfarlane figures, this is my repainted Hal Jordan. I repainted him to look a little bit more shiny. And this is John Stewart Green Lantern. You see, in terms of height, he does stand a little bit taller than both of them. But you can see how different his green is. I mean, the green of this is obviously painted, but it is still similar to this green. So he looks very, very yellow compared to these guys, which, you know, we don't want the Green Lantern to be yellow, right? So let me know what you think also of this paint scheme. Just a little bit of a plug. Not sure if it's not the cleanest paint scheme, but I'm pretty happy with it. I wanted the more shiny Green Lantern. Bring back Kyle Rayner and John Stewart, along with another standard comparison, the Marvel Legends Iron Man figure. So there they stand. What is my final verdict on Kyle Rayner? He's not the Kyle Rayner we've all been waiting for. It was so good to, and oh, one more thing about the, look at the sculpt of the knee. That's broken. That's gross. That's gross. I don't know why they had to do that. He's not the Kyle Rayner we're waiting for. He's a good Kyle Rayner, and if you're getting him for a non-Green Lantern shelf, then he does stand on his own, and he's a simple and decent figure on his own. Like I said, most of his issues, well, other than the head size, boil down to the fact that this is not the same shade of green we've been seeing with lanterns. That's the biggest issue, and that's more off if you have a bigger collection. If you just want Kyle Rayner by himself, you'll actually be really happy with this figure if you can get over the head. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid release. It's a decent release. Like I said, if you like it, go pick it up. That being said, this has been Gelmig. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for one more video, the last video of the Blackest Night Wave Atrocitus. I'll see you then.